Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everyday Insights. We are rapidly approaching the end of 2025. The big night is coming.
Yes, New Year's Eve. The most overrated night of the year.
Wow, you are starting with positivity immediately. But I get it. The pressure to have a good time is high.
You buzzed yourself.
I did. I fell into the trap immediately. Today, we are playing the Anti-Fun Challenge.
I like the sound of that.
The rules are strict. We are telling stories about our worst New Year's Eve experiences, but we cannot use basic words. You cannot say good, bad, fun, party, loud, or drunk.
No party. That is going to be difficult. What should I say?
Use celebration, gathering, soiree, or bash. We want C1 vocabulary only. If you slip up, you get the buzzer.
Understood. I am ready to destroy the myth of the perfect New Year.
Excellent. Alex, you go first. I heard you once paid $500 to enter a club on New Year's Eve. Is this true?
Unfortunately, yes. It was 5 years ago. I was young, I was naive. I wanted to experience a high-end bash.
Nice save. A bash. Tell us everything.
It was at a club called the Golden Room. Very exclusive. My friends and I bought tickets in advance. The price was exorbitant.
How much?
$500 for one ticket.
That is ludicrous. For that price, I expect Beyoncé to serve me champagne personally.
Exactly. I had high expectations. I expected it to be magical. But the reality was dismal.
Start from the beginning.
We arrived at 10 p.m. We thought we were early, but the line outside was colossal. It wrapped around the block, and it was snowing.
Oh no. Were you wearing a coat?
No. I wanted to look cool. I was wearing a thin suit. I was absolutely freezing. My teeth were chattering. It was physically painful.
That sounds miserable. How long did you wait?
90 minutes. By the time we got to the door, I couldn't feel my toes. The bouncer looked at us with pure disdain. He acted like he was the King of England.
Bouncers can be very arrogant. Did you finally get in?
We did. We walked in, expecting glamour, but it was pandemonium.
Too many people?
Way too many. It was congested. You couldn't move. You couldn't breathe. It was dangerously crowded. It felt claustrophobic.
I hate that feeling. Like a sardine in a can.
Exactly. And the music. It wasn't just high volume.
Watch out! Don't say the L word.
I won't. The music was deafening. It was ear-splitting. My chest was vibrating from the bass. We tried to talk, but it was futile. We had to scream at each other.
So, no conversation, just sweating and screaming.
Precisely. We decided to get a beverage.
Good word. Beverage.
We fought our way to the bar. It took 40 minutes to get the bartender's attention. I ordered a glass of champagne.
Let me guess. It was expensive?
It was $30 for a plastic cup of warm, sparkling wine. It was repulsive.
That is daylight robbery.
It gets worse. It was 11:55 p.m. The countdown was approaching. Everyone was pushing. The atmosphere was frantic.
The midnight moment.
Yes. The DJ started shouting, 10, 9, 8. I raised my plastic cup. I was trying to feel festive.
And?
At 2, a guy next to me turned around. He was extremely intoxicated.
Intoxicated. Perfect. Much better than drunk.
He was inebriated beyond belief. He stumbled. He fell right into me.
Oh no.
Oh yes. He spilled his entire red cocktail all over my white shirt.
At midnight?
At exactly midnight. While everyone screamed, Happy New Year! I was standing there, covered in sticky red liquid. I looked like a crime scene.
That is horrific.
It was humiliating. I spent the first hour of the new year in the bathroom trying to wash my shirt with hand soap. It was a complete fiasco.
So, was it fun?
Ha! You said it! You asked if it was fun.
No, I was asking ironically. That doesn't count.
It counts. You buzzed me for good earlier. Rules are rules, Emma.
Fine. Penalty accepted. So, was the evening enjoyable?
It was atrocious. We left at 12:30. We ate cold pizza on the sidewalk while waiting for a taxi. That pizza was the only redeeming part of the night.
Cold pizza is often the highlight of these events.
Indeed. So, that is why I refuse to go to clubs on December 31st. It is a scam. It is overrated.
I completely agree. The expectations never match the reality. It is always anticlimactic.
Exactly. Anticlimactic is the perfect word for New Year's Eve. But what about you?
Me?
You usually host, don't you? You like to control the environment.
I do. I prefer house gatherings.
Surely a house gathering is safer. No bouncers, no overpriced drinks.
You would think so. But let me tell you about the Great Sofa Incident of 2023.
The Great Sofa Incident? That sounds ominous.
It was. If you think clubs are chaotic, wait until you hear what happens when you invite the wrong people into your home.
I am listening. I am intrigued.
It started innocently enough. I invited 10 close friends. I wanted a sophisticated evening. Cheese, jazz, conversation.
Sounds relaxing.
No, relaxing is fine. Why did I buzz?
Maybe you are nervous because your story is terrifying.
Maybe. Anyway, it did not stay relaxing for long.
Okay, set the scene for us. You, jazz music, cheese. It sounds civilized.
It was meant to be sophisticated. I invited 5 people. Just 5. We were discussing literature and eating camembert. It was delightful.
Delightful. Very charming word. So, when did it go wrong?
At 10:30 p.m., my doorbell rang. I thought it was the pizza delivery, but it wasn't.
Who was it?
It was my friend Dave. But Dave wasn't alone. He brought his cousin, and his cousin brought 3 friends, and those friends brought their girlfriends.
The classic +1 chain reaction.
Exactly. Suddenly, my small apartment was filled with strangers. Random people walking around with muddy shoes.
That is intrusive. Did you tell them to leave?
I tried. I tried to be polite. I said, "Excuse me, this is a private gathering."
Nice save. No P word.
But they ignored me. They thought I was joking. One guy went to my fridge, took my oat milk, and started drinking it from the carton.
That is barbaric.
It was disrespectful. And then the music changed. Someone unplugged my jazz playlist and connected their phone.
Let me guess. Heavy metal? Techno?
Dubstep, at maximum volume. The bass was shaking my windows. It was loud.
Haha! Got you. You said loud.
No, I was describing the physics of the sound.
Doesn't matter. It is a banned adjective. You should have said deafening or thunderous.
Fine, you are right. It was raucous. It was ear-splitting. I couldn't hear myself think.
So you lost control of your own home.
Completely. It descended into anarchy. People were dancing on my rug. Someone spilled salsa on my curtains. It was a state of total disarray.
Disarray. Good word for mess. But you mentioned a sofa?
Yes, the coup de grace. There was this guy. Let's call him Chad. Chad was extremely spirited.
Euphemism for intoxicated?
Yes, Chad decided that the floor was not enough. He wanted to make a speech, so he climbed onto my vintage velvet sofa.
Oh no. I see where this is going.
He stood up, He raised his glass. He shouted, "To 2025!" And then, crack.
The frame?
The leg. The wooden leg snapped. Chad fell. The sofa collapsed. My beautiful vintage furniture was destroyed. Wait, I almost said destroyed, which is fine, but I want a better word. It was demolished.
Ouch. That is regrettable.
I was livid. I wanted to scream. But before I could scream, there was a knock at the door. A very aggressive knock.
The neighbours?
Worse, the police.
No way. On New Year's Eve? Usually they are too busy.
Apparently my neighbors called them because the noise was excessive.
So you open the door, your apartment is full of strangers, dubstep is playing, and your sofa is broken. What did the police say?
It was mortifying. I had to stand there in my pajamas explaining that I am a responsible adult. The officer looked at Chad lying on the floor and raised an eyebrow.
Did you get a fine?
Luckily, no. They just gave me a warning. But they made everyone leave immediately.
Well, that solved your guest problem.
It did. But it was humiliating. I spent midnight alone, sweeping up crushed chips and mourning my sofa.
That sounds like a dismal start to the year.
It was pathetic. That is why this year I am locking my door. I am turning off my phone. I am going to be antisocial.
I support that. Being antisocial is the new cool. It is exclusive.
Exactly. No guests, no drama, just peace and tranquility.
Unless Dave comes back.
If Dave comes back, I will pretend I moved to Alaska.
A sensible strategy.
So, Alex, we have established that clubs are awful and house parties are risky.
Wait. Awful is a synonym for bad. Banned.
Awful is B2C1. It is not basic.
It is borderline basic. I am being strict. You should have said abysmal or dreadful.
You are impossible. Fine. Clubs are dreadful. House gatherings are perilous.
Much better.
So, what is left? What should we do with our lives in 2026?
We need to make plans. We need resolutions.
Oh, I love resolutions. I love making plans that I will never follow.
Exactly. But we have a rule for the next segment. You cannot say, I want.
No, I want?
No, it is too weak. We need strong verbs. I aspire, I intend, I strive.
Okay, let's discuss our future. Hopefully, it is brighter than our past.
All right, we survived the stories of the past. Now let's look to the future. 2026.
A new chapter, a fresh start. Do you have any resolutions, Alex? Or do you think they are pointless?
Usually, I think they are futile. Most people abandon them by January 15th. But this year I am feeling ambitious.
Okay, tell me. But remember the rule. You cannot say, I want.
Understood. My first resolution is about health. I usually eat too much junk food. So in 2026, I aspire to cultivate better eating habits.
Cultivate. Very gardening themed. I like it.
I also intend to eliminate sugar from my diet.
Entirely? No chocolate? That sounds torturous.
It will be grueling, but I am determined to achieve peak physical condition. What about you?
Well, after my sofa incident, I have a social resolution. I aim to be more selective with my friendships.
Smart. Quality over quantity.
Exactly. I also strive to learn a new skill. I was thinking about pottery.
Pottery? Like making bowls?
Yes, I find the idea of working with clay very therapeutic. It seems soothing.
That is a commendable goal. Just don't invite Chad to your pottery class. He will break the vases.
Chad is permanently banned from my life. He is exiled.
Good choice.
Ha! You said good! Good choice!
No, that was a reflex.
It counts! You let your guard down at the very end.
Unbelievable. I was doing so well.
Okay, fine. It was a prudent choice. An astute choice. Are you satisfied?
Very. I love catching you.
You are ruthless. Anyway, we also have a shared resolution for this channel, right?
We do. We endeavor to reach 100,000 subscribers next year.
Endeavour. Strong verb. Yes. We are committed to bringing you more advanced English content.
And we pledge to keep buzzing each other when we sound basic.
So guys, it is time for the final score. I had 3 penalties.
And I had 3 penalties. Fun, loud, and something else.
So it is a draw? A tie?
It seems so. We are equally flawed.
Well, that is a satisfying conclusion.
Guys, thank you for watching our struggles.
Your homework is in the pinned comment. Tell us your New Year's disaster story.
Or tell us your resolution using I aspire or I aim. Don't say I want.
If you say I want, we will find you.
Have a spectacular New Year's Eve, everyone. Stay safe.
And stay warm. See you in 2026.
Bye!